We are jumping right in today. My living room was obviously a disaster. It was so not just messy, obviously, it's very messy, very cluttered, but just dirty. Like it was so dusty. You can see on the cabinet, the floors were gross. Uh, there was just clutter and junk everywhere, boxes from some packages. My shoes were scattered all over the place. There were like splatters on the fireplace screen. Like I said, dust and just lots of dirt and grime, and it needed to be deep cleaned. It needed to be decluttered and cleaned up very well. I also wanted to do a little rearranging. The windowsills were very dirty. This is where Charlie comes and rests his head to look out the window. I'm sure if you have a dog, you know what I'm talking about. So I decided to take some time on this day to finally get it clean. Right here, I have this stuff just kind of piled up. This was a pillow and blanket that a guest had used a couple times. So the comforter's too big for my washer. I'm going to throw it in a black trash bag, and I'm going to take it to the local laundromat to get it washed, and I'll just dry it at home. So that will be taken care of very soon. And I'm going to stick this pillow in this bag. I have one of those vacuum sealers. That's what that bag is for. I'll take care of that. As far as this stuff right here in the corner, this is like a tote full of, I think, Valentine's Day decor as well as some fall decor. The bags that I have are donations, so I'm going to take those out of the room. I need to put them in my trunk and get them to the donation. I'm going to take these totes. I had reorganized all of my totes. I don't know if you guys remember, back in the spring, I think it was, all of my holiday totes. I reorganized, I got rid of a lot, and I put them in all of these totes, and then these are all like returns that I need to return. I know I'm so bad, guys. Anyways, those totes, I ran out of room on the shelves. So I had those in the corner forever, and I'm just tired of it. This is like a bunch of tools from a shelf I built for my classroom. And there was just stuff everywhere. So finally I'm like, I will never, ever, ever use this. We're just going to throw it away. So I threw those away. Some lamps I had laying around. We're going to get my shoes taken care of. I'm really bad at taking off my shoes here in the evening and then just leaving them. I ordered some boots that did not fit, so I have to return those. I ordered more thinking these would fit. They do not either. So I have to return these. Just like a bunch of trash, like I said, from packages that I opened, and we're going to get that out of the way. So just so much stuff. I really wanted to get this taken care of. I have a pretty stressful and overwhelming job as it is, and lately when I have a few moments, I like to come into the living room in the evening and maybe watch a movie or a favorite show or just relax and listen to a book. And I really can't because I always feel so overwhelmed being in here. It just feels gross. Like I said, it's more than just cluttered. It's just dirty and it's uncomfortable, and it's been bothering me for a while. I think I kept putting it off. Like I'll come in here and clean up a little bit. I'll run the RoboVac, or occasionally I'll dust. Obviously, it's been a very long time. But sometimes I'll clear out some boxes. Then I'll put some more, or I'll clear out my shoes and then I'll put more. So I've just kind of been in this vicious cycle. But my plan was back, I think in December, January, we got these new couches, and right after we got them, that wall that you see that is right behind me where it leads to the stairs, if you remember, it used to just be a railing right there, and we had that built, and then we had our stairs redone. So I didn't get a chance to show you guys the couches. I was going to do a whole living room makeover. And then February, Tyler had his ACL surgery, and he was camped down here in the living room for almost 2 months right here in this chair. Instead of going upstairs, he stayed here for 2 months. He couldn't go up the stairs. He also had his meniscus repaired, so that's why it was a little bit longer before he could go up. But anyways, so the living room was just occupied for a few months, and then if you remember in the spring, that's when I went through my stuff that I was going through. And then I decided I would try going back to teaching. Maybe that would help. And so I went down that, and was preparing for that all summer, and all of that to say, I never got around to doing my living room makeover. I wanted to do one so bad to really make this room cozy and beautiful and comfortable. And it's just kind of been here, just sitting here waiting for me to touch it. And it gets messy, and I'll pick it up a bit, it gets messy. So today I decided we're gonna go in. I'm not gonna decorate it yet, but I can at least give it a really good clean. So that is what we are doing. We're gonna clean up all the trash. We're gonna give it a good scrub. I'm also going to rearrange the furniture. I guess you could say we're giving it like a really good room refresh. I'm also gonna rearrange the furniture, and I love the way that it turned out. There's so much more room, which is hard because the living room's not big anyways, and these couches and this chase are huge, very comfortable, but huge. Like, there was stuff everywhere, you guys. Look at this. But we're gonna get it all taken care of and cleaned up. So hopefully this video motivates you and helps you tackle a project that you've been putting off. It really wasn't that bad. It was nice to just take a couple hours and get it done. So that's what we're gonna do.
Over and over, you feel the weight on your shoulders, the world pushing in, time and time again. Feels like an ocean, like chaos in motion, out there drifting, always spinning. No matter where you go, the one thing you should know, I'll be there, be there, be there. Every night and every day, the one thing you can say, I'll be there, be there, be there. Stars on stars and miles unknown. No matter where you go, the one thing you should know, I'll be there, be there. Forever and ever, when pieces are shattered.
So I used the stainless steel microfiber cloth that I have to buff out the prints and the grime from the TV. I don't like to spray anything on it. You're really not supposed to. And then I couldn't find the towel to buff it out, so I used one of my bloom towels that I had laying around. It worked really well, and the TV is nice and shiny. I think I give you guys a shot of that later. And then I also used that on this glass and this cabinet. I love this. It's beautiful, and it also, like, the fire actually heats up in the winter, which I live in Florida, so like our winters are like maybe a few weeks out of the year. In January we get 50-degree weather, so but to us, like, it's so funny. You'll walk outside and we're all like bundled up like we're in Alaska. We're so dramatic. Anyways, so yeah, the heater there works, but obviously I don't have the heater portion on right now, just have the fireplace going for aesthetics. But anyways, that worked really well to get all of the dirt and grime out. So I picked up some more trash, and now I'm just going to vacuum this area, and my husband and son are going to move the fireplace TV stand over here. We're going to try it out.
Be there, be there, be there. Oh, I'll be there. Oh, I'll be.
Before they move the cabinet, I wanted to also do a quick mop in that area. I'm just using my steam mop and putting a few essential oil drops, lemon essential oil drops on the mop head. It smelled so fresh and so clean. So we are going to give it a good scrub down right here and then move the cabinet. I love my steam mop. I prefer it over, I've had a Tinco. I hated it. I have a spin mop. I have a Swiffer mop, like the disposable pads that you can use. Steam mop for me is just, I just love it. It's so much easier, and it actually, in my opinion, cleans the best out of all of them. I know a lot of people probably think the spin mop works the best, but I like my steam mop a lot.
Stars on stars and miles unknown. No matter where you go, the one thing you should know, I'll be there, be there, be there.
Was only meant to be for the time being, and all the people left without seeing. When I'm around, I'll be around. Fall into the wishing well, and all the people left could tell. When I'm around, I'll be around. Combinations falling down everywhere. Can I cling to something real? Find the lanes in which I feel admiration falling down everywhere. I will open up to see all the places meant for me. Then I'll be home. And I'll be home. I'll be around. And I'll be home. And I'll be home. I'll be around. And I'll be home. When I'm around, I'll be around. When I'm around, I'll be around. And I'll be home.
All right, so now the guys are going to move the TV stand for me. First, of course, they're going to take the TV off, and then you have Charlie, who has to be smack dab in the middle of everything. He is just so nosy and curious, but we are going to try to see how it looks over here by this wall. I also probably should dust behind right there, but we're not going to do that today. So the guys are going to put it there, and I'm going to kind of check it out, see if I like it. And I thought, the thing is, right there where the door is leading to the den, like, I didn't want it to be in the way. I don't want somebody to like walk in, and it's right there, and there was plenty of walking space. So I'm going to, of course, vacuum where the TV stand was. We're going to give it a quick mop, and we're just going to continue to rearrange the furniture. We're going to put the TV back. We're going to move the couches. I say we, but really the guys are going to do it for me.
Combinations floating down everywhere. Can I cling to something real? Find the lanes in which I feel admiration falling.
So we get Charlie out of the way, Mr. Curious, and then he's like looking under the couch for things that he dropped, and he sees his rope. He's so funny. And he takes it and runs, and I thought I'd leave that in just because I think he's the cutest thing ever, and it was just funny. And then I'm going to obviously vacuum all of this up. We're going to give it a quick mop as well, and then the guys will move the other piece to the other side, obviously, and connect it. I forgot that these were like sections. I thought it was like one piece. You can't really tell. They stay connected very well. It's never loose. There's never a gap. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm just going to, clean up, and the guys are getting the couch straight, and I'm going to just vacuum over there, pick up the trash, and mop that section.
Always letting me down too easy, not being there when I really need it. Red face beaming, got glitter on my back, I'm gleaming. Leave it all on the mat, spring cleaning. Been trying to change how I see things. Yeah, reach out past my knees into my chest. Nothing here for me to second guess. Keep taking one step.
So I finish mopping in here, and the guys finish moving the furniture, and I'm just going to clean up some stuff from the chase. And then look at Charlie. He literally, wherever his dad is, there he is. He's such a baby. So I was like, Darren, you gotta go. I gotta clean up this chase, and I'm filming, so goodbye. It was just funny. He's like, I'm getting kicked out. So anyways, then Charlie, of course, follows his shadow, and we're going to clean up all the stuff from the chase, and then I'm going to clean the windowsills. I almost put it off. I was like, I really just don't feel like doing it. But then I knew that I would regret it, and I would keep putting it off. So we're going to go ahead and also clean the really gross dog slobbered on dirty windowsills.
Going till my arms both fail. Brunette hair in a tight ponytail. If I don't do it right now.
I am just using a magic eraser to get all of this grime off, and then I'm going to go over it with a Lysol disinfectant wipe. So I have tried to clean these many different ways over the years. I would come in here with paper towel and spray and really scrub at it, and that's hard and like very difficult to get all of that caked on dirt and drool on or off the windowsill. And that's really what it is. It's just like caked on dog drool. And I would use a sponge, like the scrubby side of the sponge, and some like hot soapy water and scrub it, and it works great. It's just very rough on the windowsills. So I think I like randomly tried a magic eraser and was pleasantly surprised. Get it wet and put a little elbow grease in, and it comes right off. Those things really are like magic. So I love using those to get the drool and all the dirt off. So we're going to use that, and then I used a disinfectant wipe, like I said, just to get it nice and fresh. They look so much better, and they are so much more clean than they were. Obviously, I'll have to go in soon and do it again, but I'm just kind of wrapping things up. I'm going to get this fan put out of the way, get his dog bed to its new spot, put the blankets back.
Body pose to the natural rattle. So unwind the dawn, unravel. We can't help it.
This is a close-up shot of all of the disgusting grime that was on the floor from mopping just this one room. Obviously, it was way past due. I'm going to give it a final vacuum. Even though I've vacuumed and mopped, I'm going to go over it again with the vacuum, because just moving things around, there's so much dog hair that just, gets everywhere. I was seeing still a couple of pieces here and there. So we're going to vacuum that, and I'll give you a shot of the container. And that is just from this room. I'm very, very good about emptying this container every single time I use it. So this is just from the living room today. Like literally, you see my sign, empty after each use, even if only a little fur. If you guys remember, I don't know, like a few months ago, I did a huge deep clean on all my vacuums because they smelled horrible, and that took hours. I took apart everything. And you guys, this is my shot of my TV. It looked great. That's what I was showing you. This looks fabulous too. But I think I'm like traumatized, but like in a good way, from cleaning those vacuums, because I do not care if I only clean up a little section of his fur. I am emptying it, and I swear that it makes all the difference, just emptying it every single time I use it. And when I turn it on, and it's been months now, it doesn't smell gross, even months later. But anyway, so that was just from the living room. It's crazy it gets that dirty. And well, obviously I was like really behind on cleaning too, but still, it's just insane. So we're gonna light my favorite candle, and I'm gonna give you guys some after shots of the living room.
I need you like a rising sun. Let the light pour in and the colors run.
All right, so I will walk you through what we did. Very simple. I put this basket here. It has like my yoga stuff and heating pad, all that there. I don't grab for that too much, so I wanted it behind there, out of sight. And I use this the most. I like to obviously put a drink there. And you might say, well, why do you have so many remotes? I have, this one's for the volume, the sound bar, and this is for the fan, and this is for the fireplace. This is like to turn the TV on and stuff. I could probably fix it to where these two are combined, but I do need those two. So anyways, and then chapstick if I ever need it. I like to hide it here. Anyways, I only have this blanket here. I took away the 2 pillows. I put these 4 pillows here for now. I love these pillows. They're big and they're like some type of down material. I don't know if it's real or faux, but it's just so comfortable. The other 2 are not, and besides, it's too cluttered. Anytime anyone wants to come sit, they have to move a bunch of pillows, and they still kind of do, but it's a little easier. You could just move them over a little bit. But anyways, I like to keep the couch blocked because Charlie had a habit of sleeping on our old couch, and it completely ruined it. So I really want to take care of these ones. I thought this looked better here to put something in that corner. Obviously I haven't decorated for fall. I don't have like my fall pillows or anything. And then here, I think those other 2 pillows go with this, but I might have to take them out to put here during the day so he doesn't lay on this. But we block it with like a pillow or something at night so he doesn't get on it. Anyways, I have my candle going here. I love this cinnamon sugared pretzel from Walmart. I swear, these make your house smell better than any $15 Yankee candle, like hands down. They're Walmart brand. I was very pleasantly surprised by them. This one, it was a substitute one time, and I'm so glad they gave this to me because I really like it. It's the cinnamon sugared pretzel. 10 out of 10 recommend for fall. And my other favorite is the apple pumpkin. I think I might put like a picture there or something. I'll worry about decorating another day. Maybe some pictures, like 3 large, or a shelf, some plants and pictures there. That spot above the couch, that's kind of what I'm leaning toward. And then here, I think I want to put a larger picture with some sconces on the side. Those are the ideas I floated. Obviously a curtain there. We treat this as a window. I think I've been out that door 3 or 4 times in 6 years. We just don't use it. Well, I have new curtains, I just haven't hung them. But when I do, the curtain rod will go higher and I'll make it wider, and we'll put those there. Maybe get like a coffee table. I don't know about a rug. I know it would look better, but having Charlie in a rug, it would have to be a washable for sure. But anyways, and then above here, I've thought about putting some things, like maybe a shelf or something. But for now, I'm just gonna
leave it as is. It's clean. It has much more room. It's not so stressful. And it looks very bare, but we'll get to that. Baby steps. Today, I'm just proud that we got it clean and it looks a lot better already. That is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some motivation to get something done in your house that you have been putting off. Don't forget to say hi in the comments. I love chatting with you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.